Imagine a beautiful girl who ate raw meat straight from the hunt, blood dripping down her chin, and even wild lions followed her like pets. The village could not believe their eyes. Her name was Amina, and the reason she only ate raw food left everyone completely speechless. Long ago, in a small village in Africa, there was a big green forest. The village had many huts made of mud and grass. People lived there with their families. They grew yams, cassava, and bananas in their farms. Every day, the men went to hunt or fish in the river. The women cooked food over fire and told stories to the children. The village was called Kwara, and the people there were happy. They sang songs and danced under the moon. But one day, a strange girl came to the village. Her name was Amina. She was tall and beautiful, with dark skin that shone like the night sky. Her eyes were bright like stars. She wore a simple cloth around her body, and she carried a small basket. Amina did not talk much. She smiled at everyone but kept to herself. The villagers were kind to her and gave her a hut to live in. "Welcome to Kwara," said the chief. His name was Baba, and he was old and wise with white hair. "You can stay here, but tell us, where do you come from?" Amina looked down. "I come from far away," she said in a soft voice, "from the deep forest." She did not say more. The villagers wanted to know her story, but they did not ask too much. In Africa, we respect strangers at first. Soon, the people saw something very strange about Amina. She did not eat cooked food, never. Every day she went to the forest and picked fruits. She ate mangoes, oranges, and papaya, all raw with the skin on. She picked leaves and roots too, eating them fresh from the ground. No fire, no pot, no stew. The women in the village cooked big meals. They made fufu with yam and hot soup with fish and peppers. The smell was good and made everyone hungry, but Amina said, "No, thank you. I only eat raw food." The women looked at each other. "Why?" asked one woman named Mama Kofi, who was round and always laughing. "Cooked food is better. It is warm and tasty." Amina smiled. "Raw food is good for me," she said. "It gives me strength." But she did not explain why. The children watched her and followed her to the forest. "Amina, why no fire?" asked a small boy named Tundi, who was 7 reigns old and very curious. Amina bent down. "Fire is hot," she said. "It changes things. I like things as they are." Tundi ran back to tell his friends. "She is magic," the children whispered. Was Amina a spirit or a witch? But she was kind. She helped the old people carry water, played with the children, and taught them songs from the forest. One evening, the villagers sat around a big fire and told stories. Baba Olu started. Long ago there was a lion who talked to the trees. Everyone listened. Then it was Amina's turn. "Tell us a story," said Mama Kofi. Amina nodded. "Okay. In the deep forest, there is a river that sings. One day, a girl went to the river. She drank the water, but the water was magic. It made her see the animals' hearts." The villagers leaned closer. "What happened next?" asked Tundi. Amina stopped. "That is for another night." The people wanted more, but she stood up and went to her hut. That night, strange things happened. The animals in the forest made loud noises. Monkeys screamed. Birds flew in circles. The villagers woke up. "What is that?" said Baba. In the morning, they found footprints near Amina's hut, big footprints like a lion's, but no lion came to the village. "Amina, did you hear the noises?" asked Mama Kofi. "Yes," said Amina. "The forest talks at night." She ate a raw banana and smiled. The villagers were confused. Why the footprints? Why the noises? And why only raw food? Little did they know, the blood-dripping meat and lion friend were coming soon. Days passed. Amina became part of the village, but the mystery grew. One day, a hunter named Wayne went to the forest and saw Amina talking to a big snake. The snake did not bite her. It listened. Wayne ran back. Amina talks to snakes, he told everyone. The villagers gathered. We must ask her, said Baba. Why does she only eat raw food? What is her secret? They went to her hut. Amina, said the chief, tell us the truth. Why no cooked food? Amina looked sad. Her eyes filled with tears. It is a long story, she said, from my past. If I tell you, you will be shocked. The people said, tell us, we want to know. Amina took a big breath. Okay, it started when I was a child. In the forest, there was a spirit. Suddenly a loud roar came from the forest. The ground shook. Everyone looked. A big shadow moved in the trees. What is that? Cried Tundi. Amina stood up. It is coming, she whispered. The reason it is here. The villagers froze. What was coming? Why was Amina scared? They waited, hearts beating fast. The loud roar came again. It was deep and strong like thunder in the forest. The villagers stepped back. Children hid behind their mothers. Baba Olu held his walking stick tight. Stay calm, he said. We are many. Nothing can hurt us. Amina did not move back. She stood still and looked at the trees. Her face was not scared. It was sad. Do not fear, she said quietly. It will not hurt you. From the dark green leaves, a big lion walked out slowly. It was the biggest lion anyone had ever seen. Its fur was gold and black. Its eyes were yellow like fire. The lion stopped at the edge of the village and looked at the people. No one ran. No one spoke. The lion sat down like a big dog. Then something very strange happened. The lion looked only at Amina. Amina walked to it slowly. She did not run or shout. She went close and touched its head. The lion closed its eyes and made a soft sound like a cat when it is happy. The villagers opened their mouths wide. She touches a lion, whispered Mama Kofi, and it does not eat her. Tundi's eyes were big. Amina, how? He asked in a small voice. Amina turned to the people. The lion stayed by her side. This is Mosi, she said. He is my friend. He came because he heard me speak of my past. He wants to protect me. Baba Olu found his voice. A lion is your friend, and you eat only raw food, even meat. Now the truth came out more. The people saw it with their own eyes. One day, Wayne the hunter brought fresh antelope from the forest. He cut the meat and gave some to the women to cook, but he gave one big piece to Amina to be kind. Amina thanked him. Then, right there in front of everyone, she ate the meat raw. Red blood ran down her chin. She bit big pieces and chewed slowly. She looked strong and happy. No knife, no fire, just her teeth. The children screamed at first. The women covered their eyes. Ah, raw meat, said Mama Kofi. How can she? But Amina did not get sick. She was stronger than the hunters. She could run fast like the wind and lift heavy water pots with one hand. And now a lion followed her like a puppy. That same week, fishermen brought big fish from the river. They gave Amina a fresh tilapia. It still moved a little. Amina took it and bit into it raw, scales and all. She ate the eyes, the head, everything. The bones made a crunch sound. She smiled. This is good, she said, fresh from the water, full of life. The villagers talked all night. She eats raw meat, raw fish, raw everything, and animals love her. What is she? Some said she was a spirit girl. Some said she was blessed by the forest gods. Some were afraid. Maybe she is half animal, said one old woman. But Amina was always kind. She helped farm, carried sick people to the healer, and told beautiful stories. And Mosey the lion never hurt anyone. He slept outside her hut. Monkeys brought her fruits. Birds sat on her shoulder. Even snakes came close but did not bite. One night, the moon was full and bright. The village had a big Everyone sat around it. Mosi lay next to Amina like a guard. Baba Olu spoke. Amina, we see many strange things. You eat raw food only. Animals follow you. A lion loves you. Please tell us your story now. Why do you eat like this? What happened in your past? Amina looked at the fire. Her eyes were wet again. Mosey put his big head on her leg. She touched his fur. It started many years ago, she began. I was a small girl, only 8 reigns old. My village was far in the deep forest. One day, I went to play by a secret river. No one knew that river. It was hidden by big trees. I was thirsty, so I drank the water. But the water was not normal. It was magic water from the old spirits. When I drank, my body changed. I could not eat cooked food anymore. Fire food made me very sick. It burned inside me like poison. But raw food, raw meat, raw fish, raw leaves, everything fresh, gave me power. And the animals, they felt the spirit in me. They knew I was now part of the forest. They became my family. The villagers listened. No one spoke. Tundi leaned forward. And the lion? He asked. Amina smiled a little. Mosi found me when I was lost after drinking the water. I was alone and scared. He protected me and brought me food, raw food. We grew up together. Mama Kofi asked, but why did the magic water choose you? Amina looked down. That is the big secret. There is more. A bad thing happened because of me. Something terrible. That is why I ran away. That is why I came here. Suddenly, the dogs in the village started to bark loud. Far in the forest, there was another sound, not a roar, but like crying, a sad, deep cry. Mosi stood up fast. His hair stood on end. He growled low. Amina stood too. Her face was white now. No, she whispered. It cannot be. What is it? Asked Baba Olu. The thing I run from, said Amina. It has found me. The real reason I only eat raw food. It is coming now. The cry came again, closer. The trees moved. Something big was walking toward the village. Everyone held their breath. What was coming this time? The sad cry came again. This time it was closer. The trees shook hard. Leaves fell like rain. The dogs in the village ran and hid under huts. Even Mosey the lion stepped back a little. His ears were flat. He growled deep in his throat. Amina stood in front of the people. Her hands shook. Stay behind me, she said. Do not run. Do not shout. Baba held his stick high. We are with you, Amina. Tell us what it is. From the dark forest, a big shape came out slowly. It was not a lion. It was taller, bigger. It walked on 2 legs, but it was not a man. Its body was covered in thick black fur. Its arms were long and strong. Its eyes glowed red in the night. It made the sad cry again, like a child who lost everything. The villagers gasped. Mama Kofi held Tundi tight. What is that thing? She whispered. Amina's voice was soft and full of pain. That is Kito, she said. He was my brother. The big creature stopped at the edge of the village. It looked at Amina. Tears fell from its red eyes. It opened its mouth and made another cry. It was not angry. It was hurt. Kito, said Baba Olu. Your brother? But he looks like a beast. Amina nodded. Tears ran down her face now. Yes, he is half man, half beast now because of me. The people sat down slowly. They wanted to hear the full story. Mosey lay down, but kept his eyes on Kito. Kito sat too, far away, like he was afraid to come closer. Amina began to speak, her voice low but clear. After I drank the magic water from the secret river, my body changed. I could only eat raw food. Animals loved me. I became strong. But the magic was too much for a small girl. One day, I went back to my old village with Mosi. My family was happy to see me. My little brother Kito was only 5 reigns old. He followed me everywhere. I wanted to show him the magic river. I thought it would make him strong, too. We went together, just us two. Keto was thirsty. He drank the water like I did. But the spirits were angry. They said only one person could drink the water in many years. When two people drank so close in time, the magic became bad. It became a curse. For me, the magic stayed good. I eat raw food and live with animals. But for Keto, the magic twisted. His body grew fast. Hair came on his skin. His teeth became sharp. He could not speak words anymore. He only cries. And the worst part, cooked food became poison to him, too. But raw food is not enough for him. He needs more and more. He became wild. Our village was scared. They said Keto was a monster. They wanted to kill him. I could not let that happen. So one night, I took Keto and Mosey, and we ran deep into the forest. I left him there because he was too big and too sad. He cried every night. I thought he would be safe alone with the animals, but he followed my smell. He looked for me all these years. Now he found me. The people were quiet. Tundi had tears in his eyes. So you eat only raw food because of the magic water? Yes, said Amina. But the real reason I eat only raw food, the reason that hurts my heart, is because if I eat even one bite of cooked food, the magic will break. The good magic in me will go away, and the curse on Kitu will become worse. He will become a full beast, River. He will lose the last part of his human heart. He will hurt people. All because I was selfish and took him to the river. Keto made a soft cry. He put his big hands on the ground. He looked like he wanted to come closer, but was afraid. Mama Kofi stood up. She was not scared anymore. Amina, you are a child. You did not know. Baba nodded. The spirits made the rule, not you. You saved your brother by running with him. Amina looked at Keto, but he is alone. He is sad. He needs family. Suddenly, Keto stood up. He took one step forward, then another. The villagers held their breath, but Keto did not roar. He walked slowly to Amina. He was very tall, bigger than two men. He bent down and put his big arms around her gently. Amina hugged him back. They cried together. Mosey walked to Keto and rubbed his head against Keto's leg like saying, "Welcome." The people watched. Their hearts felt heavy but warm. Tundi ran forward. Keto can stay here too, he said. We will give him raw meat and fish. Everyone smiled a little, but then Amina looked worried again. There is one more thing, she said. The spirits are not finished. They are angry that Keto came out of the deep forest. Tomorrow night, when the moon is gone, they will come for him. They want to take him forever. If they take him, I will never see my brother again. The village became quiet again. A big test was coming. What could they do against angry spirits? Keto looked at the sky and made a low cry. Amina held his hand. We must find a way, she said, before tomorrow night. Everyone looked at each other. The night air felt heavy. Danger was near. The next day, the village was quiet. No one laughed. No one sang. Everyone thought about the coming night. The moon would be gone. The sky would be black. The angry spirits would come for Keto. Amina did not sleep. She sat with Keto and Mosey outside her hut. Keto held her hand. His big, furry hand was gentle. Mosey lay close like a guard. Baba called all the people together under the big baobab tree. We cannot let the spirits take Keto. Amina and Keto are now our family. We must help. Mama Kofi nodded. But how? Spirits are strong. We are only people. Tundi stood up. He was small, but his voice was strong. We can go to the secret river. We can ask the spirits to forgive. Everyone looked at him. Baba smiled a little. The boy is wise. The problem started at the river. Maybe the answer is there too. Amina looked up. But the river is far, deep in the forest, and dangerous at night. We will go together, said Wame the hunter. All of us, with torches, with drums, with songs, spirits listened to brave hearts. The people agreed. They got ready. Women tied cloths tight. Men took spears, but not to fight, only to walk strong. Children carried small drums. They took raw meat and fish for Kito and Amina. When the sun went down, the moon was gone. The sky was full of stars but dark. They started to walk, a long line of people, Amina and Kito in the middle, Mosey in front. Other animals came too, monkeys in the trees, birds flying above, even an elephant walked far behind. They walked for many hours. The forest was thick. Owls called, but the people sang old songs and beat drums. The sound was loud and brave. At last they came to the secret river. The water shone a little, even in the dark. It was blue and silver, beautiful but scary. Amina stepped forward. "Great spirits of the river," she called, "we come with respect. We come with love." The wind blew hard. The trees moved. Mist came from the water. Then shapes appeared, tall, thin shapes made of light and shadow. The spirits. They had no faces, only eyes like bright stars. One spirit spoke, its voice like many voices together. "Why do you come? The rule was broken. The boy must pay." Kito made a sad cry. He hid behind Amina. Amina bowed low. "Great spirits. I was young and foolish. I brought my brother here. But look, he suffers every day. He lost his words. He lost his home. Is that not enough?" The spirits were quiet. Then Baba Olu stepped forward. "Great spirits. We people of Kwara know rules are important, but we also know forgiveness. Kito did no wrong. He was a child who followed his sister. Take the curse away. Let him be a boy again." Mama Kofi added, "Or if you must have a price, take something else, but do not take a brother from his sister." Tundi ran forward with the other children. They put fruits and flowers by the river. "Please," they said, "be kind." The spirits looked at the people. They looked at the animals who came too. They saw the love. The big spirit spoke again. "Love is stronger than rules. Sometimes we see truth now. The girl did not drink for power. She drank by mistake. The boy drank because he loved his sister. We will lift the curse, but magic cannot go away fully. The girl and the boy will always need raw food. It will keep them strong and close to the forest. Animals will always love them. But the boy, he can choose." Kito looked up. The fur on his body started to shine. Slowly, slowly, it went away. His body became small again. He became a tall young man, not a beast, but his eyes stayed kind and wild. He could speak. "Kito!" cried Amina. She ran and hugged him. Kito smiled. His voice was deep but happy. "Sister, thank you." The spirit said, "Live well, respect the forest, eat raw, stay pure. The river will always watch you." Then the mist went away. The spirits were gone. The people shouted for joy. They danced by the river all night, drums loud, songs happy. When morning came, they walked back to Kwara. Kito walked like a man now, but he still ate raw meat with strong teeth. Amina ate raw fish and smiled big. Mosi stayed with them. Other animals visited often. The village was never the same again. They told the story to every child. The girl who only ate raw food, her reason was love for her brother, and love won against the spirits. And from that day, no one in Kwara wasted food. They respected the forest, and when strangers came, they welcomed them fast. Thank you for watching African Tales Point, where every story carries a message. Remember, every story has a reason, and every lesson has a voice. Until next time, keep listening, because the next African tale may change everything.